Hello, and welcome to Jaunty Life, empowering you to a life of freedom through divine chemistry. My name is Susie Larson, and this is your headquarters for the science behind the safety and effectiveness of real, authentic essential oils. That, in my opinion, based on science, testing, and research, you can only get from doTERRA. Today, we're going to talk about several brands of oils being sold on auction sites and how they're posing a health risk to those who are using them for therapeutic purposes. Dr. Robert Pappas, founder of Essential Oil University, did a chemical analysis of several top-selling Amazon lavender oils. In this video, we're going to learn a little science, but don't worry, I'm going to give you a simplified Cliff Notes explanation of what took place. Let me ask you a question. Would you spray perfume on your child to help soothe their red, sun-exposed skin? Of course not, right? And here's where it gets really interesting. See, a fragrance oil is far different than a true, authentic, pure essential oil. And many consumers are being misled regarding these essential oils, what they are, what's real, and what's just perfume. Now, there's two important chemicals in lavender, linalool and linalool acetate. This model right here is linalool. It has 10 carbons, 18 hydrogens, and 1 oxygen. Did you know that some of these chemicals can actually be made synthetically in a lab from petrochemicals? And when they are, additional compounds show up and can be detected in the GC tests. What's a GC test? A GC, or gas chromatograph test, is used to separate out the compounds that can be vaporized. As these vaporized compounds pass through machine columns, specific molecules and compounds can be identified. Now, a GC will not tell us whether a specific compound present is from a natural source or is synthetic. But compounds that shouldn't be there, unnatural ones, will show up, and we will see their marker peaks. That is an indication that a synthetic version of a certain compound was used. In lavender, it's well known what these marker peak compounds are. They are dihydrolinalool and dihydrolinalool acetate. These compounds do not exist in nature. Synthetic linalool is accompanied by dihydrolinalool. I call it the synthetic partner in crime. And when we run a GC analysis, and since dihydrolinalool doesn't exist in nature, it makes it obvious that the source of the linalool itself is synthetic. And in the same way, dihydrolinalool acetate doesn't also exist in nature, and it's the marker of a synthetic linalool acetate. It's as obvious to knowledgeable essential oil chemists as seeing brown milk and coming to the conclusion that chocolate was added. When these marker peaks of these compounds show up, we know that this is an unnatural oil. It's been adulterated and tampered with. Dr. Pappas evaluated a few top-selling auction site brands. The first brand is Radha Lavender. The bottle has words like 100% pure, premium, therapeutic, lavender essential oil from Bulgaria, and it's a 4-ounce bottle priced at $12.95. Let me show you the report. This is the Essential Oil Analysis Foundation website, a nonprofit organization. This is the Radha Lavender GC analysis report. The GC analysis showed dihydrolinalool at 0.25%, and dihydrolinalool acetate at 0.48%. This means that 25% of the linalool present is synthetic, and 48% of the linalool acetate is synthetic. So it's nothing more than a fragrance, a perfume. I don't know about you, but I don't believe perfume will help my child sleep or soothe their boo-boos. Art Naturals was the second brand analyzed, and the numbers were identical. Dr. Pappas previously had also analyzed the Sensationals brand from a well-known big box store, and this analysis looked almost identical as well. So we can conclude, based on these identical reports, that all these brands of this lavender oil probably came from the same source. And that source, I'm afraid, is not just an actual lavender plant, but a chemical manufacturer and a laboratory. Last, he analyzed the Majestic Pure brand. This bottle is labeled 100% pure, therapeutic grade lavender essential oil. The dihydrolinalool marker shows that it contains approximately 25% synthetic linalool, and the dihydrolinalool acetate marker showed that it contains approximately 35% synthetic linalool acetate. For me, the presence of synthetic compounds in an oil that's labeled 100% pure and therapeutic is scary enough, especially when we're talking about people thinking these statements to be true and using them on their children. But that's not even the scariest part. In the Majestic Pure Lavender, which now that name is pretty concerning to me, menthol showed up. This is a peppermint compound. Carvone also showed up, which is typically from spearmint. And it also had a massive amount of a compound called coumarin, and it came out to close to a whopping 2%. In the perfuming and fragrance industry, coumarin is used to make something smell really sweet. And guess what? It is highly carcinogenic. Do you think it would be a good idea to diffuse this oil and let our babies breathe it? How about putting it on the bottom of their feet, too? Not a good idea. Everyone is trying to get away from using toxic chemicals, yet here's an example of how consumers who purchase these oils from these other companies are being completely lied to, and they're using dangerous perfume on their babies thinking they're doing something good for them. This is the madness that the Essential Oil Analysis Foundation aims to stop, and I'm so glad this is happening. Please share this video with your friends who are using essential oils, especially those that are buying them off of Amazon. You know, it reminds me of years ago when food manufacturers were claiming their food items to be organic. In the beginning, organic meant it grew in the earth. So the term loosely meant that it came from nature with zero reference to what pesticides and herbicides the food was also exposed to. The FDA and the USDA stepped in and put a stop to these claims and created the certified USDA organic standard in food. Thank goodness. Or people would still be eating toxic foods bathed in carcinogenic chemicals when they were thinking they were getting true organic. And today, people are using synthetic perfume for their health and wellness because the bottle is labeled 100% pure, therapeutic grade essential oil. Some are even using them internally. Should you be drinking perfume? No. And thanks to Dr. Pappas and Roxanne Benton for the idea and inception of the Essential Oil Analysis Foundation to bring accountability into the industry. Through competent GC-MS testing using labs that specialize in essential oil analysis, we can change this industry for the better. Many sellers of essential oils have no valid testing and no verification process to verify that you're getting a true, authentic, and pure essential oil. And when you buy from these companies, you have no clue what you're getting. And chances are you're getting synthetic perfume. And there's nothing pure and nothing therapeutic about that. Please only purchase from doTERRA, who shares their test results openly and freely with the public. This is why I've chosen doTERRA for my family. You can go to the website sourcetoyou.com. You can enter the batch number on the bottom of your bottle, and you will be able to see the actual GC-MS report. This is awesome. And I am reassured again and again that doTERRA has the integrity that I know I can trust for my family. When it comes to the health and well-being of my family, I want the very best, truly authentic, certified pure, therapeutic grade essential oils. And that's doTERRA. So join the Jaunty Life. Enroll as a wellness advocate or a wholesale customer and receive the very best price on the #1 highest quality, authentic, and pure essential oils in the world. And remember, when you join me and the Jaunty team, you will have free access to more scientifically based education just like this that I've created just for you. My name is Susie Larson, founder of Jaunty Life. Freedom through divine chemistry.